out of self-defense cases. When's our side gonna go protest? I want to get into something. I just talked yesterday live about how the man in Albuquerque, New Mexico was defending his life, and he is now being accused of a hate crime, and all the media is going after him, saying that he was just shooting a protester, right? Well, now for the second day this week, so we had that yesterday, and then we have this today with the case in Georgia, in Atlanta, of a cop, and I've already done a live about this, but the story just keeps getting worse and worse. It just keeps getting worse and worse, and I feel bad for this officer right now. I feel bad for his family. I feel bad for his friends, but I am glad that officers are walking out of the job, off the job. They're not showing up. I'm glad, because why go and work for someone or for an agency if you know that you will be thrown under the bus? I would say, being a cop, you know you're putting your life in danger. You know you're doing that. But if someone's not going to be there to back you up, if your agency, if the law is not going to back you up, when you have to defend your life that you're putting in danger to protect people, and we know all cops aren't right, but walk off the job. Leave people to what they want. No police. Show them what that means when there is no police. Go for it. Anyway, there are some really interesting things that I want to go over with you guys about the DA who is pursuing these charges and going on about, he's going to be charged with felony murder along with 11 other charges. So I want to get into who is this guy? Who is the DA? Interesting. I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but I am also going to be diving into a lot about what that video entails, my perspective from it, frame by frame. We're just going to go through it all at Liberty Hangout TV, libertyhangout.tv. So sign up there if you guys want to watch my uncensored content. There's a lot I can't put on YouTube and Facebook because of censorship. So support my work there, uncensored. We're gonna dive into it. It takes a little bit while to do that. So if you guys did not know this, share this video if you didn't know these couple of facts. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation has opened an investigation of the DA, Fulton County District Attorney Paul Howard, the one that had the press conference today. He used a nonprofit to funnel at least $140,000 in the city of Atlanta funds to supplement his salary. So he's already corrupt. We already know that he's being investigated for corruption. This doesn't sound like someone who should be determining if someone's going to have felony murder charges or whatever. He's also being investigated for allegations of sexual harassment. You take that with a grain of salt what you want. But furthermore, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation made a statement today. I would honestly think it's within the last 2 hours, saying that the Atlanta Police Department did request an investigation from Georgia Bureau of Investigation to investigate this shooting that happened at Wendy's with Officer Rolfe and Rayshard Brooks. But the thing is, they have not concluded their investigation. Their investigation was not concluded, and they said they had no idea, and they were utterly shocked that the DA had a press conference today announcing the charges. I had no clue. I had no clue until they made this statement that their investigation was not complete. They said that we are in the process of conducting this investigation. Although we have made significant progress in the case, we have not completed our work. Our goal in every officer-involved shooting case we are requested to review is to complete a thorough, impartial investigation where we submit the file to the respective district attorney's office. He didn't get that. That DA, what's his name, Paul, he didn't get that. Yet he had a press conference today. The GBI, Georgia Bureau of Investigation, was not aware of today's press conference before it was conducted. This is insane. And then they go on to say, despite this press conference that we had no clue of, we are going to still complete our impartial and thorough investigation into this incident, and they're still going to submit a file anyway. My question is, guys, when are when's our side gonna go protest? When's ours? And I'm not saying go riot. No, we don't do that. We don't go loot Targets and stuff. But when are we gonna go outside the police precincts or the DA's office? When are we gonna protest? A peaceful protest. And we demand that these people stop making criminals out of self-defense cases. And I know people are saying, well, you never shoot someone in the back because that means they're running away from you and, you know, the threat has been eliminated. But as this same DA said, they charged 2 officers earlier, I want to say early June, with assault because they used a taser. They said that was assault, that was unnecessary force. But then when Richard was shooting a taser at the officers, that was no threat. So I think there is some sort of bias here. I'm just gonna say it. Seems like there's some sort of bias. Seems like there's some sort of agenda driven in this DA and the mayor. Well, we know they're Democrats. But I think most importantly is he's gonna make an example out of this officer. He's gonna make an example. He's gonna say, you're the one that's gonna go down the toilet here. You're going down the drain, and you're just gonna have to be made an example of. So what do you guys think? I want to see your comments. Do you think that this is gonna hold up in court? Do you think that the jurors are going to be, I don't know, kind of threatened with violence if they don't go a certain way that the mob wants them to be, because that happens as well? Tell me what you guys think. I am kind of reading here. I don't know, guys. I don't know what these officers should do. And I'm not a bootlicker. I'm not like, oh, you know, thin blue line. If you guys watch my content enough, I don't have to explain that to you. But I look at this from a perspective of a human being. If someone is turn their back towards you, but then they, like, come on, stop using that argument. If someone has their back towards, like, oh, don't shoot me, but then they're reaching and aiming this, come on. Stop using that whole argument. We know it's trash. So, I don't know. When are we going to be protesting? When are we going to do that? When are we going to stand up for these people who are defending their lives and they're being made examples out of, and the media is lying about them? Usually I don't really read your guys' comment during live, but I want to read them. A lot of you guys are saying, well, exactly, that's the thing. A lot of you guys are talking about how if he was tased and immobilized, he could have gotten his weapon. Richard could have gotten his service weapon off of him, and you never, as a gun owner, you never want that to happen. You never want that to happen. Michael says we should go and protest. I mean, honestly, is there any protest started at the DA's office? I'd love to know. Someone said a police strike. I think that's a great idea, and I know people will say, wow, and that leaves victims of, you know, domestic violence or rape victims or people in danger without anybody to help them. But at what point do you say, like, I'm not going to go to work, I'm not going to risk my life and anything else if I'm not going to have protection? I saw a Facebook post today, and this wasn't planned to be said in here, but I saw a Facebook post today where this super, you know, liberal, feminist, SJW or whatever, she wrote out a scenario in 2025 when Trump is out of office. And if Trump's out of office, you know, it's all good. It's rainbows and sunshine for everybody. She goes, now imagine this. If you know a domestic situation's happening and with your neighbors, we're going to have a number you call for domestic violence situations and send a therapist out to their home. And then she listed one for drugs. There's going to be an addiction hotline that you call. So instead of just remembering like a basic 3-number 911 to call for these situations, she wants you to memorize 4 different numbers for 4 different situations, and no one's allowed to go there armed, because we all know that addiction cases and people doing drugs never turn violent, even though 80% of all gun crime is because of gang related and drugs. You know, we don't need to send anybody armed there. And domestic violence situations as well, you need to be armed in those situations. So Fairyland, this girl's Facebook was all, It was filled, you know, when you see it, you know exactly what I'm talking about, these people, when I see it. Someone said, Mark Roberts says, my brother is a cop and he said he will always come to him and his family. If it's his life or theirs, he's going home to his family. Yes, exactly. And that's for anybody, not even a cop. I just don't get how we've become in this country where the rule of law and self-defense, I mean, the outrage mob is on Twitter. I don't know if you guys use Twitter, but the outrage mob on Twitter, really, and Black Lives Matter and Antifa, because of their outrage and all the demands they're making, and they're getting it in Seattle, they're getting it in corporate America, they're getting it in the mainstream media. They're getting everything they want. Everybody's on their side. So now even people in charge of the court system in this country is caving to their demands. And I don't know. Where is this country headed? Where is this country headed where we can't say, yes, we need police reform, but also we can't just be putting people who want to defend themselves against these thugs. We can't hold them up to the court of law as well and let them defend themselves. So I don't know where... And then Brandon says, honestly, I would be fearful for anyone protesting against the existing protest. And that's the thing. When people go protest against Black Lives Matter, they get shouted down, they get stuff thrown in their face, they get beaten up. There was a guy and there's an elderly man in Portland who went into the protest with an American flag and they beat the crap out of him. I mean, he had teeth missing. Maybe that was his friend. He had teeth missing. I mean, if you go and you stand up against these people, I don't know. Is it safer just to not go? Is it safer just to stay silent? I'm not sure. I see a lot of people saying officers need to walk off the job, and they are. They are walking off the job. I see a lot of comments saying that. Oh, wow. Okay, you know, I basically said what I needed to say, guys. Spread that around. Spread this video around about the the DA, Paul. Spread it around what kind of person he is. I'm going, like I said, I'm going to be going into depth with the video about Rayshard Brooks and the video in Albuquerque, New Mexico, kind of diving into my opinion fully, showing the clips. I can't do that here on Facebook because our channel is like, you know, we're right here with Facebook and they're always watching what we're doing and what we're posting. While other people can post things, we aren't so sure that we can post those types of videos. So I really want to give my uncensored opinion. LibertyHangout.tv. Within the next couple of days, both of those videos are going to be up. It takes a long time to gather, you know, what I want to say about them and dive in and get everything correct because I don't want to be spreading false news. So, yeah, I'm just reading your guys' comments right now. This is sad. This is sad. You can have two positions at once where people are allowed to defend themselves, even police officers, and you are against police brutality. But it seems like in America and even in the police system itself, they're turning on each other. Police officers are turning on each other. They are willing to now... The officer that was with him, with Officer Rolfe, is going to testify against him, and I think it's so he could get a lesser sentence because he also got charged with some things. So I don't know. I'm just sad. I'm sad, guys. I'm sad of watching what the heck is going on in our country. I'm sad that I'm scared that if I have to defend myself one day, I'm gonna get charged with murder, even though they may have been trying to murder me. It's just, it is what it is. I don't know. But okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get off, read through your guys' comments, and then I'm gonna make these videos at LibertyHangout.tv, uncensored videos, so check over there, support my work there, and that's where you can see me really give my opinions. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like and share, hit that subscribe button, and click the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you want to support my work, you can become a patron at patreon.com/Kaitlin Bennett and receive cool perks like an autographed photo from me in the mail each month. Or you can go to KaitlinBennett.org and get up to 75% off and free shipping on supplements and merchandise to support my work and start living a healthy life. My favorite product, It's Turbo Force because it gives me all the energy I need to make it through a long day of doing interviews. There are tons of other health supplements you can choose from to keep your body healthy during these uncertain times. And check out the website banned.video to see uncensored content from conservative creators that have been erased from social media.